Many years after launch, what has become of this once class-leading compact SUV? As you'll soon learn from this comprehensive test of the Seat Ateca, we are now reaching the end of the road for the car brand once touted, in fairly ambitious yet serious terms, as the Volkswagen Group's answer to Alfa Romeo. In a recent interview with Autocar, VW Group board member Thomas Schäfer revealed that if Spanish car maker Seat has a future, it's probably not in making cars. Design and styling. A 1.0-liter turbocharged, 3-cylinder petrol provides 109 brake horsepower of peak power, as well as sub-pound 30,000 affordability. It can only be had in tandem with a 6-speed, manual gearbox. Above that sits the 1.5-liter Eco TSI 4-cylinder engine, that used to be called the 1.5 TSI Evo. It doesn't use the 48V mild hybridization of VW's related ETSI, but it does have active cylinder shutdown technology, and it produces 148 brake horsepower, and 184 pounds-ft of torque, channeled through a choice of 6-speed manual, or, as tested, 7-speed dual-clutch automatic. However, if you go for a higher trim level such as the car we elected to test, there are some mechanical upgrades thrown in. Ateca's on 19 inches wheels all benefit from a front brake disc upgrade, from 288mm to 312mm, and, from FR trim up, all are fitted with a progressive, variable ratio steering rack that quickens as you turn, and needs only 2.1 rotations of the steering wheel, between extremes of lock. Interior. Boot space is also fairly generous. Our car did without a split-level boot floor, but it did carry a space-saver spare wheel, and it made room for 910mm of loading height above, as well as up to 1.6 m of loading length, with the rear seatbacks, which fold 40/60ths, stowed down. In the front, the driving position is typically raised but sound, on top of comfortable leather sport seats, with decent lateral support. The Ateca's primary and secondary controls are quite simple. It has a sensibly sized conventional lever, for a gear selector, fixed and physical ventilation and heating controls, just enough steering hub switchgear, to be useful but not so much as to bamboozle, and digital instrumentation that is, in the main, simple, readable and clear. If the cabin has a problem, it's that, even in this upper-level model, it looks and feels a little plain and unlovely. Hard, shiny, gray plastic moldings are found quite widely across the door consoles, fascia and center console, and do little to lift the ambience above the functional. You can see, here at least, why a Seat regular would jump, at the chance of upgrading, to that much nicer Cupra across the showroom. Engines and performance. The car's 1.5-liter 4-cylinder petrol engine hits a perfectly respectable standard for refinement, but it nonetheless generated 3 dBA more cabin noise at a 50 mph cruise than the Hyundai Tucson hybrid we tested in 2021, and 2 dBA more than the 1.3-liter turbocharged petrol Nissan Qashqai tested the same year. Both are differences that even an average ear would notice. Likewise, the engine and gearbox provide decent but not especially strong performance for the car. It averaged 8.9 seconds from rest to 62 mph, and 30 to 70 mph in 8.0 seconds, figures that represent an average turn of pace for a car like this, in 2023, and performance that only really becomes remarkable when, for whatever reason, the car falters for a moment. But also when the engine gets a little harsh, and breathless at having to spin beyond 4,000 RPM, or the gearbox clunks a hurried downshift, under sudden load, in both cases, making the car feel considerably less keen to hurry. So friends, that's a little information that we can summarize. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share for other latest video updates. Thanks for watching.